Looks like there's rain up ahead, like there's a crack in the heavens. Feels like my day could be turning, like I can tell that my luck's gonna change. If you could see me now, I'd probably let you down, but that's enough for me. You got me begging, baby.
What's up, guys? Connor here from the Chadwick collection. Welcome back to the channel. It's been, a few weeks since we actually haven't put up a video, just because we've been super busy behind the scenes, buying, selling, getting trucks ready to go. So this video, we're going to be showcasing this build that is literally being picked up tomorrow morning and being sent to its new client. He's a good pal of mine, and if he's watching this, you're a good dude. It's going up to Georgia, and this truck has been in build for about just about a year, maybe a tiny bit over a year, but it is drop dead gorgeous. It is kind of like the convertible truck that we had, but it is a different variant. It's a full soft top. So you're seeing it now with, the soft top canvas off, and we just took it off for a photo shoot, and it just looks like such a baller looking truck. It looks so just different, so unique, nothing like you're kind of seeing before. So it is in a custom color. We got, the big chunky wheels. The soft top canvas is a brown canvas, so it matches the whole interior. The whole interior is wrapped in like a chocolate leather, genuine leather. Dash seats, cubby box, rear seats, but it is absolutely beautiful. And we went with a 2 captain's chair seating positions in the rear. That's what the client requested. Teak flooring throughout the whole truck, and yeah, the 2 captain's chairs in front and 2 captain's chairs in the middle is honestly the perfect setup, because these trucks, this is usually like a middle row area, and honestly there's not that much room in the middle row. It's fine, but we were able to custom build a second row seat box that you actually get so much more room. I guarantee you haven't seen a Defender with that much room in the middle row. There's no way. So it is a pretty cool, upgrade. And the thing with upgrades is they cost money. So, you're willing to spend the money, we can do it. But people are, when they see the price of this kind of stuff, it's definitely not cheap, right? You're paying for like crazy quality, crazy engineering, full nut and bolt restoration. So, every compartment on this, every component is a completely wrong word. Every component on this truck is brand new. Like from everything underneath, all of the interior, every single nut and bolt is brand new. And again, the best thing about this is, well, one of the best things and one of the biggest upgrades is, it's in majority of our trucks, and it is the ultimate upgrade. LS Corvette, LS3 Corvette engine. It's just shy of 500 horsepower. And again, I've said in every single video, guys, this is the ultimate upgrade for these trucks. It just transforms it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, like about all of these engine upgrades we do. It just transforms it from, the Chelsea tractor to, just something just far better. And guys, this is a little plug-in. If you are interested in getting this upgrade, we do these upgrades send me an email, send the team an email at info@thechadwickcollection.com, and we can do these upgrades. Full LS3 engine, we can either do it in manual or an automatic, and this is a little plug-in on this Portofino Red NAS Defender that is in for, you know, a lot of upgrades, including a manual Corvette engine, which I'm so excited that the owner of that wants it manual. When he said he wants it manual, I'm like, get in, let's go. No one really ever does manual. Like my personal preference is manual, and a lot of other car guys' personal preference is manual, but when it comes to these and the price of the engine upgrade, it's a lot easier if it can become a, you know, an everyday vehicle that the whole family can drive. You know, the mom can drive, the kids can drive with it being automatic. You know, back in Ireland, you're taught how to drive with stick. You're taught how to drive with manual. You have to do your test in a manual. And to me, that was just normal. I'm so happy that it was, because I love a manual. Manuals are my jam. I feel like over here in the States, no one really knows how to drive manual. It's like a dying breed. So yeah, that's going manual Corvette engine, a cool NAS, and it's not really what a lot of people do with NASs. And I think what the client wants is super cool. He wants to do something, you know, totally unique. He has that truck in his family for a good few years, and it's sentimental. So he's like, hey, I want one of your trucks, but with my truck. So big transformation coming up on that Portofino Red NAS 90 that you're going to want to stay tuned to. And plug in Chadwick Collection again if you want to do the same shit. Reach out. So back to this. Yeah, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Big flared arches, 37-inch maxes. You know, the stance on it is crazy. It is, again, am I going to throw this out there? Am I going to throw these big statements out there? Why not? Is this the nicest? Oh, my cameraman just fell. Oh, that was the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, I know, you want to watch the holes around here. You want to watch those. That was oh man, that was funny. So yeah, where was I? Am I going to dare say, is this the nicest looking Defender 110 soft top in the world? Like, you know, a lot of you guys agreed with our 90 that we built, and you know, we get crazy feedback on that 90 soft top that people just have never seen anything like it, and they just say it's the nicest, sickest looking Defender they've ever seen soft top. Is this the same with a 110 soft top? Is this the sickest Defender you've ever seen? Like, honestly, I find it hard to fault how cool this is. You know, you guys saw on our last video of the grey 110, and it was like, you know, the perfect all-rounder. It had everything, and it was like everything you can throw at that Defender, it was on it. And of course, that Defender sold within, you know, a few days, and it's actually gone to Puerto Rico now. It's gone out of the country, and that was a beautiful Defender. But this is a totally different beast. It's like, it's so different. How it looks, how it drives, how it feels. You know, we got teak flooring all up in this, all up in its grille. We got teak flooring. We leather wrapped the external, or no, this is an internal roll bar because a canvas goes on top of it. So we leather wrapped this with the same matching, you know, leather that we did throughout, and it's just yeah, it's very nice. It's very, very, very nice. I find it hard to say anything bad about it, and you know, because it's my shit, I'm not really going to say anything bad about it. But yeah, it's just beautiful. It's very, very nice, very nice. It's just it's super cool. It's these are the kind of Defenders you don't really see. You know, you see your standard ones with the standard sawtooth wheels and BF Goodrich tires and blah de blah de blah, normal boring colors, and they're fine. They're totally fine. But yeah, that's not really my jam. Not really my jam. You know, this is more up my alley. Yeah, super sick. Super, super sick. Corvette engine, it makes it even super sick. Yeah, it's very nice, very nice. Bigger grille, it's a heritage style grille, bigger bumper, like a front bumper. Yeah, AC throughout, obviously, Apple AirPlay, you know, killer sound system, you know, the normal stuff you get when you get a Defender from us. Like, it's fully loaded. But, you know, we do fully loaded and we do baller, and I think that's a massive thing to, like, you know, input there. Like, the baller part is like the best part. It's what's making these Defenders just, you know, stand out from every other Defender. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So this is just, you know, kind of a walk around video of it. We're going to just do like a quick driving video on it. And yeah, we'll do a quick driving video on it, and just what else do you got? What else do you expect? It's sick. It's super cool looking. Super cool looking. So yeah, I think we'll wrap this part up. We'll go for a spin, and we'll do a bit of chatting when we're driving, and then I want to plug in you know, some other things that are, you know, in the pipeline of you know, the Chadwick collection, and what we want to do and where we want to go, and, you know, the direction we're going, because, you know, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. All right, let's go for a spin.
You got me begging, baby. Looks like I'm on my knees again. Feels like the walls are closing in. Looks like I'm on my knees again.
All right, just going for a quick spin in this, and my cameraman and my wife said the exact same thing before I left the house, saying white t-shirt is pretty brave, wearing a white t-shirt, especially in Florida, like the heat, and yeah, it's hot. And shout out my wife, Kinsey, I love you. She also said to stop wearing hats. So I actually do wear an awful lot of hats, and yeah, this time I'm not wearing a hat. So there you go. Back to the Defender. So yeah, little spin, Alcantara steering wheel. You know, this is very nice driving position, you know, super comfy. I love the feeling of an Alcantara steering wheel. It is like, you know, the ultimate fabric, if you'd say fabric, that you'd use, you know, for you know, interiors. Cubby box, automatic, you know, Apple AirPlay, heated seats, electric windows, front and rear. Yeah, cigarette lighter. You know why there's a cigarette lighter? And someone actually said it to me yesterday. Why are you putting a cigarette lighter in? Because a cigarette lighter stays true to the era that this vehicle was, you know, came from factories. This is in 1997, which came from France. And you know, everyone used to smoke in the cars back in 1997. I remember being, you know, a kid going around Ireland with my parents, and both my parents smoking in the car. I would sit up on the back shelf, me and my brother, of you know, where the trunk is, where the boot is, and that was just normal. No seatbelts, cruising. Just that was the thing, and everyone's smoking. So that's why we left the cigarette lighter in, even though I'm sure the client who's buying it will never, you know, use it. But, you know, it kind of stays true to the era. And that's honestly a little bit about what we're about with these. You know, we don't want to go too over the top with, you know, making them not period correct, if that makes sense. Yeah, super nice. You can like, when you get up and go on this with this engine, you know, it just roars. It is like powerhouse. You know, it does have chunkier tires, so that definitely affects the ride slightly, but you know, you're always, you know, with every I wouldn't say negative, but with every, like, you know, whatever, like, I'm just going to say negative. Whatever negative, there's a positive. So the positive is you're looking super baller. These tires are like the ultimate baller looking on any, you know, Defender. They are like, they just make the stance of a vehicle super cool. You can see in, you know, in Pet Fred's Defender that we did for him, you know, we had the same tires on, you know, it just has so much road presence. Not, you know, you're not going to be driving on the highway, you know, 110 miles an hour, because these tires are actually only rated for 65 miles an hour. Just to everyone to be clear of, they're only rated for 65 miles an hour. So, you know, you're only supposed to do 65 miles an hour because these are super off-road, extreme tires. But they look so cool. They look so cool. You'd swear I'm like a tire salesman, but I'm not a tire salesman at all. Defender salesman. Yeah, you know, quick spin in this, you know. Yeah, it picks up and goes great. Picks up and goes amazing. Yeah, for such a big truck, you know, it's a lot of power, sounds great. Yeah, it's very nice, and I think the owner of this is going to really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Yeah, super cool. Another one by us, as the great DJ Khaled says, another one. Love DJ Khaled. Yeah, I'm just, so this kind of leads me to, you know, the story behind, you know, what I'm wanting to achieve with the Chadwick collection. You know, we've been so hyper focused on Defenders for a few years now, and Defenders is, you know, like a Land Rover Defender is like, you know, the what the company was made on. You know, that's like the core of the company is Defenders. You know, everyone starts off with something and then it kind of leads to something else. So, you know, we're going to do another video on a 1961 Chevrolet Corvette that was, you know, totally matching numbers, dual carb, trophy winning vehicle, and it's not something that I'd usually be interested in. But when I saw it, I'm like, holy shit, this thing is like, honestly, it was like the most beautiful car I've ever seen. Tuxedo black, blood red interior, matching hardtop, and it was amazing. And we took that in for sale, and I had it sold in 4 hours. So that really just like light bulb moment went off my eyes, in my mind, should I say. And I'm like, I've been so just hyper focused on just Defenders, you know, it's time to broaden our horizon, you know, so we only deal in the best, like, you know, Defenders in the world. Why not start dealing in the best cars in the world? So the Chadwick collection is going to be starting up a performance and classic car division that, you know, we're just going to be focused on those cars. I'm like, you know, we build and sell some, you know, amazing Defenders to amazing clients. And these Defenders are part of usually a car collection. So I'm like, I need to be selling these, you know, I need to be selling my clients their collections, not just a Defender, their entire collections if I can, you know. And I'm such a car guy. I'm such massive passion for cars in general. I'm like, it's a no-brainer. You know, we've already created a brand, we have the reputation, we have the respect in the Defender world and in the automotive world. Now's the time to, you know, to broaden our horizons. So, you know, plug in for, you know, if you're wanting to sell your performance or classic car, reach out to me, get me on my Instagram, Connor Chadwick, or reach out to, you know, the team on our website. You know, we're always still doing Defenders. So Defenders is the core. We want your Defenders. We want to build your Defenders. We want to make the best Defenders in the world. That is still the, you know, the center of what we're doing. And it'll never stop being the center of what we're doing, but we're getting into, you know, the classic and performance cars too. So we're focusing on, you know, older Ferraris, gated Ferraris, air-cooled Porsches, Lamborghinis, the poster cars that were, just bear with me while I enter my key code to get back into my subdivision. Yeah, so if you have a classic or performance car that you're considering selling, you know, we want to hear, I want to hear from you. We have some crazy cars lined up to be a part of this part 2 division of the Chadwick collection, and honestly guys, you are going to want to, you know, keep up. Like, this is going to be so cool what we're doing. You know, getting involved with other cars is honestly, I think, is the best thing we could do, and I'm so excited. So, you know, I hope you guys are excited for, you know, for what we're trying to do, and I hope you guys, you know, love what we're doing. Get involved, you know, follow us on Instagram, Connor Chadwick, follow our, you know, Instagram account, our business account, Chadwick Collection. And yeah, like, subscribe, all of that stuff, share, because, you know, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. What do you guys think of this 110? Do you think it's pretty baller? Do you think it's like one of the nicest ones you've ever seen? Let me know what you think about us getting involved in you know, all vehicles, like, well, all baller vehicles. Just let me know what you guys think, because that, you know, that helps us, and that, you know, gives us confidence to go into something that, you know, we haven't really dipped our toe in. So, hey, I really hope you guys like this video, and yeah, have a good one. See ya.
Feels like the walls are closing.
Jim Dog!
Well, hello there. That is just awesome.
What do you think of this one, Jim?
Wow.
It's pretty, eh?
You do nice work. Just incredible.
So yeah, so this is going to the client tomorrow. So just finished, like literally like this was down to the wire. Like, so Corvette engine in, got titled today. So, you know, going through the whole title process, there's so much involved that has to be perfect. So got the title today. You know, we're doing our YouTube video today, full photo shoot today. So it's heading to the client tomorrow.
So, how many coats of paint are on this thing? It looks
Yeah.
like I could swim in the paint.
Yeah,
It's just incredible.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it's super nice. So yeah, 500 horsepower engine in this too, and but you see the whole seating arrangement. You can fit 8 in this. You know, 2 there, 4 in the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you like that? You see, it's in here too. It's in here too, and then it's on the back of the seats as well. You see in the headrest. Well, not in the headrest. So look up there. You see that?
That is just beautiful.
Yeah, right?
That is,
Right?
just beautiful. I'll tell you.
Pretty good, eh?
Second to none, buddy.
Right, there we go.
If you want quality, you pay for it.
Right, and that's what you get with the Chadwick collection. Let's go.
These are just...
So that's so that you hear the fans, like
Yes.
that's cooling the, you know, Corvette engine. So yeah, dual fans, dual Ron Davis fans. Yeah.
Man, I love what you do. I'll tell you, I just love what you do.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers. Alrighty, hey, good chatting.
Take care,
See you.
guys.
Hey, let's catch up tomorrow, okay? We'll catch up tomorrow.
Yeah, you bet.
Cool. Jim makes an appearance. It's my neighbor Jim, he's the man. He's like car, you guys see in our last videos, he's like car crazy like me. So him and I get chatting, and then we get chatting. So yeah, guys, hope you like this video featuring Jim again, and yeah, have a good one.